everyone and welcome for a new video on our little tier list because I enjoy making them. Why I'm back, there's simply some a guy I follow, a YouTuber I really enjoy, Bricky, just did like 10 years on YouTube, and it was kinda inspiring. So I'm back. I'm back for that. So this is a tier list of Pathfinder Kingmaker, a great game I spent 160 hours to complete once. So, in that game, there is multiple companions that can accompany you. They each have their own gameplay, personality, and story arc. They will be ranked on those three criteria. If all three of them are great, they will be in S tier, two of them A tier, one of them B tier, 0 C tier, and if they are not only none of them are good, but they are an active detriment, D tier. Easy to understand? Great. Amiri is one of the first character you get. She's a barbarian, so she's really simple to play. That's a great point. She's really efficient, effective when you're playing with her. Her story is pretty interesting. She is from a tribe that is really sexist and is trying to prove herself after being shunned from the tribe that tried to kill her when she started being a bit too good for her place. So quite a good story. I couldn't do it properly, couldn't save everyone I needed or wanted to save, but that's life and I still enjoy the story, and her personality is really enjoyable. S tier. Nekundayo is a hunter on a path for revenge and trying to learn that life is worth living even if his wife and kids are dead. In terms of gameplay, same as Amiri, he's really easy to play. He's here to fire an arrow 5 times in a row and he's going to kill something. He has a pet that will deal a lot of damage to the enemy and serve as like off tank, off damage, something for the enemy to target that isn't one of your players. His personality is a bit more bland, so I don't think the personality is a negative, but it's not a positive either. So A tier. Harim is a dwarf trying to watch the end of the world because he feels betrayed by his kin and his god. So he worships the god of the end of the world. He doesn't want to kill everyone, he just believes that everyone will die one day. And that's fine. So personality wise, he's great. Hilarious, depressed, really funny. Gameplay wise, he's kinda good. He's a priest, so that's always useful, but he's a halfway priest and tank. So he's not a great priest and he can't really deal damage. He tank pretty well, but that's So I think neutral for this point. His story lack impact. I feel like he meet other dwarf and he understand more why he is like he is, but that's not that good. The character could have a more extensive arc, so that would be more interesting, but he is what it is, and so he stays there. I think B tier is good for him. Jaital is a bit different. Jaital is an undead elf who is worshipping the goddess of death and on a quest to to avenge herself. I think it's someone who killed her and she doesn't know who, and she wants revenge. I don't like Jaethal on multiple levels, but she's going to go to G tier. First, her gameplay, she's an Inquisitor, and as such, I don't find her fun. She's not tanky, she doesn't have a lot of fun spells, and as an undead, she can't even be healed properly by priests. So that's annoying. Her personality is not fun. Like, she's really just a dick. So that's bad. And her story, like, not that interesting. There is a mystery going around of who killed her, but since she's a dick and she's clearly evil and an issue for the barony, like, at some like, I don't really care. They were probably doing a good thing by killing her. So, it's hard for me to like her. Oh, yeah, I should specify. All of this is based on my single playthrough. I haven't finished everything. I haven't looked into every little detail. I played the game, and that means that Jaethal, at some point, I killed her when I had the option of either killing her or her child. And that's the point where I killed her. So I know her story, I know her quite well, but I don't know how it ends if I keep following her actions and her options. You know how it is. Jubilost. Jubilost is a book critic slash gnome adventurer. He's an alchemist, which can be fun, but is kinda hard. I think it's a neutral. His story is good, and his gameplay and his character is good too. He's interesting. He wants to save his people from turning into stone when they get bored. And that's an interesting story for someone who is such an egocentric character. So, H here, because he's the right kind of dick where he isn't constantly being an asshole, he can also be kind. But, nice conflict, everything is good. Those two, I don't even know their name, never found them. So, full neutral. Lindsay. Lindsay is the bard of the group. She wants to write an horror story, and as such is following us everywhere. Lindsay has a fun personality. Her story is kinda mid, I think, and her gameplay is okay. She has a lot of support spell and abilities, but her damage output is not that great. I think it's a medium, so be with him. Knock knock, no question, S tier. Gameplay, very easy. It's an assassin, is going to deal massive damage. Story is really funny, I think, and I ended up having like goblins in my main capital, so that means something. Even though I failed I think one of the last step of the story, so I didn't have everything, but what I had I enjoyed a lot. And personality is the icing on the cake. Knock Knock is really funny. He's a dick, he's a monster, and he likes to cut off children's tongue, but he's a funny monster, and that makes it all forgivable. Those two go together, at least when I'm talking about them. They are not in the same rank. Octavia and Reganger. They are a couple of slaves that we freed, but one is chaotic good, the other is chaotic evil. Reganger is the worst of the two. His story is interesting. Him finding the clan that sold him off and like making peace with what happened and getting vengeance also it's interesting, it's quite good. but it's outweighed by everything else. His personality is a real life jerk, a real life asshole, and as such, he's just not fun to talk to and to be with. Because I don't want to see him speak in real life. Why would I play with him? And his gameplay is a warrior wizard, basically. Warrior sorcerer. And as such, with all of those halfway class, well, it's it's kind of hard, and it's kind of a lot of effort to dedicate to one character out of 2, 4, 8, 9, 11, 12 with your main character. One character out of 12 should not need. I mean, I don't want to spend that much effort on him since he's a dick. So, ditch here too. Octavia suffers from the same issues, but has a lot more good point. So, her story is great. I find it really enjoyable. The fact that there is forgiveness and like reuniting her with her mom was great. But she suffers from the same issue as him. She's a wizard and rogue multiclass, which means she's not great at either, and it makes things harder to balance. So not that enjoyable at this point. But she has an actual personality that you can enjoy. So that's another good point. So 2 positive, 1 negative, that make 1 positive better. Christian is a fallen angel that get manipulated to do the bidding of the BBAG, and it's after being caught is trying to gain his redemption. He's a little angel boy, a little really nice guy, and it's really nice. Just he's kind, he's nice, personality wise, great. Story wise, really interesting and really intertwined with the main story. And gameplay wise, he's a full priest. What is not here to what is not to love here? Esther. Valerie. Valerie is a knight, and to be clear, an atheist knight. But she was also the chosen of the goddess of beauty, and she hated it. So, nice character conflict. Gameplay wise, really easy. You are a tank, you're here to face everything the enemy can throw at you and survive. And she does it really well. So, 2 good points. Her personality is a bit more boring, I think. So, not a negative, but neutral. So, here. And damn, that's about it. We got our full tier list, which is a bit skewed towards the top, but that's a great game. And as such, I'm happy to see it here. Considering that those 2 are here because I didn't play with them, like, I have at least 1 good thing to say about most of them. He had like 2 negative, 1 positive, so that's +1, 0, -1, all negative, -2, -3 in fact. So she's the worst by far. But yeah. So if you enjoyed this video, please put a like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what game I should do a tier list on if you want. And if you really enjoy what I do, you can send a bucks toward me. You can become a member. You won't get a lot from it, but you'll get something. You'll get like 2 emotes, like a bee and a frog that I drew myself. So that's neat, I think. Yeah, that's about it. I wish you a nice day, a nice week, a nice game. Bye!